I mean, that was one of several stories that got abandoned. I wrote like 30,000 words of The Racket. It never clicked. You know, like I was trying to do something because I thought it was clever and not because it spoke to something really, because I love grifter stories, I love con artist stories, and I love the idea of a teenage con artist story. Like I love like noir mysteries that take place in high schools. I just always love that stuff. But it wasn't deep enough, I guess. It wasn't like I had to go to a deeper place, something that connected with me more personally in order to finish a novel.
It's almost as if this is the only novel that could be written.
I think in the end it was, you know, and I don't think I could have written it in 2013 or 2014. I think I had to write it when I did, but it was the only book I could finish, you know, because well, I guess I got to a point where I realized that, you know, like the big story that I knew something about was you know, this story that was going to be hard for me to tell and was going to be kind of personal, but it was the, you know, it was the story that I had a way into.
At the Paper Towns tour stop in Indianapolis, you mentioned maybe a large social media content, which this book has.
Yeah.
But I'm wondering if that was also a different thing.
Also a different thing. I mean, I'd kind of, some of that got worked into Turtles All the Way Down eventually, but I'd started on a different story, which was sort of these, kind of like an online detective agency run by teenagers. Again, very high concept, very fun, no guts in it, at least not of the kind that I needed. So eventually I did save a little bit of that stuff, and I saved some of the vibe for when Daisy and Asa kind of go down the rabbit hole of searching for information about this missing billionaire and his kids. But I didn't save much of it, to be honest.
All right.